All right, let's dive into something we all deal with, right? Email subject lines. And we're going deep with some insights from Syed Abdullah over at emailsequence.com to see how things have changed and what really works to grab attention in that, crowded inbox of 2025.
Yeah, it's funny how email itself hasn't changed that much, but the way we use it has completely changed. I mean, think about how packed our inboxes are now. You really got to make that first impression count.
It's true, and Syed brings up a stat that's kind of mind-blowing. 47% of people decide to open an email based purely on the subject line.
Yeah, that's huge. It's almost like the subject line is like an elevator pitch for your whole email. You've got a couple seconds to make your case.
And time is definitely precious these days.
Yeah, totally. Everybody's busy, bombarded with information, got to grab their attention right away.
And Syed has these 4 key principles for creating like he calls it, a killer subject line. And he starts with being attention-grabbing. He has some examples like HBO Go password or quick question.
Oh, those are good. Those are good. Because they kind of play on that curiosity, right? It's not what you expect from a typical marketing email. It makes you want to click.
Yeah, exactly. And then his second principle is keeping it brief and relevant. He says aim for 40 to 60 characters, which... why is that so important?
Well, think about how most people check their
welfare check, home request PD, contact her.
Email now. It's on their phones. More than 40% of emails are opened on mobile, so you got to make sure that subject line is punchy. Get that value across fast.
Yeah, I've definitely had subject lines cut off on my phone. Not a good look.
Not at all. It's a missed opportunity, for sure.
Which brings us to his third principle, personalization. Syed points out that personalized subject lines can boost open rates by 14%.
Oh, wow,
So it's not just about, throwing in someone's first name, right? What does good personalization actually look like?
Yeah, it's about showing that you get their needs, their pain points, So instead of just first name, check out this product, it's more like, hey, first name, here's how to solve company name's biggest problem.
Right. That's way more targeted, which shows you've done your research. Exactly. And of course, we can't forget mobile optimization, making sure that subject line looks good and reads well on a smaller screen.
Yeah, because that's how most people are going to see it anyway.
Totally. It's about respecting your audience's time and making it super easy for them to see the value you're offering, no matter what device they're using. All right, so we've got those 4 principles down. Let's talk about how to actually make those subject lines really pop. Syed's got some great tactics.
Yeah, lay 'em on us.
One that's really effective is using curiosity. Think about a subject line like, what's holding company name back from scaling? Or, is your sales funnel leaking revenue?
Ooh, those are good. You'd want to click on those.
Right, because they make you think. They tap into that need we all have, we gotta solve the mystery.
I like that, like creating a knowledge gap.
with the knowledge and...
Yeah, exactly. Then you promise to fill it with your email.
Clever. So what else works well?
Another one that's really popular is using numbers and stats, like boost revenue by 35%, here's how.
Oh yeah, I've seen those around. Why do you think those work so well?
Well, I think it's because everybody's all about data these days. Numbers just have that, authority. They make you think, okay, this isn't just some random claim. They've got the proof.
It's like, show me the receipts.
Exactly. And then there's the classic creating urgency. Only 3 spots left. Or, this offer expires tonight.
Oh yeah, the FOMO is real. I've definitely clicked on those.
Yeah, but you got to be careful not to overuse that one. If everything's an emergency, nothing is. It has to feel genuine.
Right, like you actually mean it.
Exactly. Oh, and let's not forget about humor. A little bit of humor can go a long way.
Syed had some fun examples like, worst subject line you'll read today, or is it?
Yeah, that's a bold one, but it definitely makes it look twice.
It's memorable, that's for sure.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
humor can
possible
be
we've
tricky.
met, but you...
But if you can pull it off, it can really connect with people.
Makes you stand out from all the serious stuff.
Yeah, totally.
So we've got curiosity, numbers, urgency, humor. What about the things we should avoid?
Oh yeah, speaking of standing out, we got to talk about spam filters. Even the best subject line won't matter if your email ends up in the spam folder.
Right, it's like, what's the point?
Exactly. Syed says to watch out for things like all caps and using too much promotional language.
No more BUIN now in all caps.
Probably not the best look. It can feel kind of pushy.
Yeah, aggressive.
Exactly.
So how do we stay out of the spam filter jail?
Well, personalization is key. Using someone's name, referencing their company, those are good signals that it's a real email, not just spam.
It makes sense, like you actually know who you're emailing.
Right. And keeping your email list clean is huge. Sending emails to bad addresses is a big red flag.
What about A/B testing? Is that helpful?
Definitely. It helps you see what works and what doesn't. You
Yeah.
can test different subject lines and see which ones get the best open rates.
I remember Syed mentioned a tool called Mail Tester.
Oh yeah, Mail Tester's great. It lets you check your email for spam triggers before you hit send. It's like a safety net.
Okay, so lots of strategies and tactics. But I'm always curious to see how this stuff works in the real world. Does Syed have any examples of this in action?
He does. He's got some really interesting case studies in his insights.
Oh, perfect. Let's hear them. Okay, so spill the tea on these case studies. What kind of results did these companies see?
Well, one that really shows the power of personalization is Bright Tech Solutions. They're a sauce startup. And they were having trouble with low open rates, just not getting people to open their emails.
Yeah, that's a struggle.
So they decided to try this hyper-personalization thing with their subject lines.
Okay, what did that look like for them?
They went beyond just using the recipient's name.
Yeah.
They actually started incorporating specific pain points that they knew the company was facing. Like, for example, they had one campaign that was targeting small business owners who were struggling with cash flow management. So the subject line was something like, "Sarah, here's how to simplify your cash flow challenges."
Oh, I see. So it's not just personalized, it's like ultra personalized.
Yeah, exactly. They spoke directly to a real problem.
Did it work?
Oh, it totally did. By using the recipient's name, and addressing a specific pain point, they saw their open rates jump by 30%.
Wow, that's huge.
It is, right?
It's like you said, it's not just about getting someone to open the email. It's about showing them that you get them, you know their struggles, and you're here to help.
Exactly. Another good one is Engage Pro. They're a sales enablement tool provider. And they were having a hard time getting people to actually reply to their email.
Yeah. Replies are the holy grail.
Right. So Syed suggested that they try reframing their subject lines as questions that address their audience's biggest challenges.
So instead of just telling people what they offered, they made it more conversational.
Yeah, exactly. Like one of their subject lines was struggling to reduce churn. And that was aimed at SaaS companies. It immediately made them think, wait, yeah, I am struggling with that. Tell me more.
Oh, that's clever. Makes you stop and think.
Right.
Did it work?
Oh, yeah. They saw their reply rate jump to 40% just by making that one change.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah.
I'm definitely getting some ideas for my own emails after this deep dive.
Me too. It's amazing how much of a difference a well-crafted subject line can make.
It really is. So if we had to sum up all of this wisdom into one key takeaway, what would it be?
I think it's this. Mastering email subject lines is like having a superpower. It's about understanding what makes people tick, what they care about, and then speaking directly to that.
I love that. It's not about shouting into the void. It's about having a real conversation.
Exactly.
All right. Well, on that note, I think we'll wrap things up. A huge thank you to Syed Abdullah at emailsequence.com for all of these amazing insights.
Yeah, thanks, Syed.
And to our listeners, we challenge you to put this knowledge into action. Experiment, try new things, and see what works best for you. You might be surprised at the results. Until next time, happy emailing.